sixth graders. In our last lesson, we were looking at how do we find equivalent fractions with multiplication. Today, we are going to be finding equivalent ratios or fractions with simplification. We're going to be looking at simplifying. So simplifying, if we go this way, simplification is just reducing fractions. So when we reduce fractions, we're actually using division. So simplification means to reduce to a smaller form. Okay, so we're going to make it smaller. We're going to reduce it, and we use division by using division. All right, so simplification is reducing to a smaller form, and we use division. All right, so yesterday, or in our last lesson, because it wouldn't have been yesterday, it would have been Friday, we looked at multiplication. And now we're going to be looking at dividing. So you're going to have some fractions that you're going to be given, fractions, and we're going to make them smaller or reduce them down. Okay, so let's look at the fraction of 9/15. Example A, 9/15. Okay, so when I look at this, I know that I can make this fraction smaller or reduce it by finding a common denominator or finding a common multiplier or divider. So I know that when I look at 9 and 15, well, if I look at 9, I know the number 1, 3, and 9 can go into it. So I also know that 3 goes into 15. So if I divide by 3 over 3, I will get 3/5. So that tells me that 9/15 and 3/5 are equivalent to each other. In this case, I used 3 over 3 to make this smaller. I reduced it down. I simplified it. Okay, so let's do another problem. Let's say that I have a number like 120 over 140. Okay, I know that I can reduce this by 10 because I know that this ends in 10. So if I make this and reduce it down by 10 or divide by 10 over 10, again, same top number, same bottom number, I get 12 over 14. That is reduced to a smaller number, but it's also an equivalent fraction. 120 over 140 is equivalent to 12 over 14. I can make this even smaller. I could reduce it by 2 because 12 is an even number and 14 is an even number. So if I divide by 2 over 2, I get an even smaller fraction that's equivalent to 120 over 140 because, again, those are both even numbers. So 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 14 divided by 2 is 7. Again, I used this number right here, 2 over 2, and I have an equivalent ratio or an equivalent fraction of 120 is equal to 6 and 140 is equal to 7 because I used these two numbers to reduce it down. And I know that 2 would have worked right here because I have even numbers here. So 6 and 7, those are the smallest that it will go because there is nothing that 7 will go into that 6 goes into as well. Okay, so I want to know, or I want to look at this. If I did something like 6 over 21. Okay, so if we had 6 over 21, we can look at all of the numbers that go into 6 and 21. Well, I know that the numbers that go into 6 are 6 and 1, 2, and 3. So when I multiply those, I get 6. But this one's weird because when you look at it, you know 1 and 21, but then 3 and 7. So the only number that you can use for this one is 3. But when you first look at this, it doesn't look like it can be reduced by anything. So when we look at this, we have to be really careful to sometimes write out these different numbers so that way we don't miss anything. Because 3 over 3 would be the one that we can divide by. And when I divide by 3 over 3, I get 2 over 7. So 2 over 7 and 6 over 21, these two are equivalent because of the 3 over 3. I'm going to use a different color to make that 3 over 3 stand out a little bit more. This right here, 3 over 3, that caused the change. Okay, we are going to do a try it now. We're going to do a try it, and I would like for you to do a try it of, let's see here, 24 over 36. So try it. You're going to do 24 over 36, and I want you to find me an equivalent fraction with reducing or simplifying. Okay, hit pause right now so you don't hear me solving this, and then come back and hit play when you are ready. All right, 24 over 36. I know that these are both even, so I could choose to divide by 2 over 2. If I did 2 over 2, I would get 12, and 36 would be 18. Is that 18? Okay, so 24 and 36, I would get, I could divide by 2 over 2 and have 12 over 18 be an equivalent fraction. That's one of them. I could have also done 24 over 36 and divided it by 4 over 4. And I could have gotten 6 over 9. Ooh, but wait, there's more. I could have even done 24 over 36 and divided it by 3 over 3. And when I do that one, my equivalent ratio would have been 8 over 12? Is that right? Yeah, 12. 8 over 12. That's craziness right there. There's so many ways that we could have done this right here. We could have done 6 over 6, you guys. Oh my gosh, we could have done 6 over 6. 24 divided by 36. 6 over 6. That gets us to 4 over 9. Wow. There are so many opportunities here for simplification by starting with this original fraction, that these become equivalent. All right, Now, I would like for you to please answer your essential question. How do we find equivalent fractions? So answer your essential questions somewhere on your paper. And then I want you to tell me, out of 3, where are you at with your understanding? 1, I still am not quite sure how to divide and find the number that I need to divide by. Or maybe you're at a 2 right now. 2, I'm okay with this. I just need to look at more practice problems because sometimes when they're big like this, there's a lot to choose from. And you're right, there is a lot to choose from. Or maybe you're at a 3 and you totally get how to use a number over a number, right? Numerator and denominator. My brain is toast right now. And you're able to divide by the same number on top and the same number on bottom to get an equivalent fraction. All right, 6th graders, if you have any questions, come on over to Google Classroom and ask me, or you may go and work on your practice work. As always, thank you for all of your hard work and make it a great day the Cougar way.